Cooking mung beans soft in just 5 minutes. Would you believe it? Hello everyone, it's Tracy here. I used to think that to cook beans soft, especially mung beans, I had to soak them for a long time. But today is different. I'm going to show you 2 ways to soak and cook mung beans so they turn soft and fluffy in just 5 minutes, delicious and time-saving, especially the second method, where you don't need to soak the beans beforehand. Let's get started. First, prepare about 500 g of whole mung beans. It's best to choose beans that are round and uniform, as these will taste the most fragrant and nutty when cooked. Next, place the beans in a bowl and rinse them with water. You'll notice the water looks cloudy during the first rinse. That is usually dust and natural residue clinging to the surface. Gently swirl the beans with your hand, then pour the water out. Repeat this step about 2 to 3 times until the water runs clear. Mung beans are not only easy to prepare but also very nutritious. They are rich in protein, which helps support and maintain strong muscles. They can also help lower blood pressure and support better control of blood fats. Another great benefit is that they can help cool the body, which is especially comforting on hot days. After rinsing the beans clean, remove them and divide them into 2 equal portions. I will show you 2 ways to soften them using these beans. First is the freezing method for mung beans. You just need to take 1 portion of the cleaned mung beans and place them into a large bowl. Then add enough water to fully cover the beans and gently spread them evenly across the bottom. This helps the beans freeze more evenly. Next, place the bowl of mung beans into the freezer and leave it there for about 2 to 3 hours or until the water is completely frozen. Before I knew this method, I used to soak the beans in water overnight, but that took a lot of time and I almost always had to prepare in advance whenever I wanted to make this dish. But since I learned this method, it has helped me save a lot of time and made cooking much simpler. Now let's check the beans. They are completely frozen. When you take them out, you'll see that many of the beans have started to crack slightly. When water freezes, it expands and creates pressure on the beans, causing them to gently crack and break down their structure. Because of that, the beans will cook faster. Now let the beans cool slightly so they loosen from the bowl and are easier to remove. Then transfer the frozen beans into a pot or pan. Add a little water, just enough to help the beans cook. Cover with a lid, turn the heat to high, and cook for about 5 minutes. During this time, the heat will gradually cook the beans and they will begin to soften and open up. After about 5 minutes, open the lid and take a look. You'll see that the mung beans have softened, expanded, and separated evenly. Each bean is soft and fluffy. More importantly, this method helps save time, uses less gas, and you don't need to soak the beans overnight like before. Everything becomes much easier, especially on busy days when you just want a quick and simple dish. At this point, you can season the beans to your taste. Just add a little sugar, about 1 or 2 tablespoons, and adjust depending on how sweet you like it. Give it a gentle stir, and it's ready to enjoy. The mung beans have a smooth, soft texture that melts easily in your mouth. Each bean is tender, but still holds its shape, with a mild, natural sweetness. The flavor is light, clean, and slightly creamy, making it very easy to enjoy. You can even add a few ice cubes to turn it into a refreshing sweet soup for hot summer days. If you think this method is already simple, wait until you see the second one. It's even easier, and the best part is you won't need to use the freezer, and you don't need to soak them. That is the salt rubbing method. Take the remaining mung beans and place them in a bowl. Add about half a tablespoon of salt. Then use your hands to gently rub the beans together. Continue rubbing for about 3 to 4 minutes, making sure the salt is evenly distributed. If you have a larger amount of beans, You can divide them into smaller portions to make this step easier and more even. As you continue, you'll start to notice a change. The beans will begin to swell slightly, and some of them may even start to crack. When you press them gently between your fingers, they will feel softer and easier to break. The salt, combined with the rubbing motion, helps weaken the outer structure of the beans and allows them to absorb moisture more easily. Because of that, the beans will cook faster. Next, rinse the beans with water to remove all the salt. Wash them about 3 to 4 times, gently stirring with your hand each time. This helps ensure that no salt is left behind. Have you ever tried this salt method before? And if you have a better way, feel free to share it with me and everyone in the comments. After rinsing, let the beans drain for a bit, then place the mung beans into a pot. Add enough water to fully cover the beans. Cover with a lid, turn the heat to high, and cook for about 5 minutes. As they cook, the beans will begin to soften quickly. After about 5 minutes, open the lid and check. You'll see that the mung beans have softened, expanded, and split beautifully. Each bean is soft and evenly cooked, just like in the first method. What's great about this method is that you still get the same result: soft, fluffy, evenly split beans, but with much less preparation time. There's no need to freeze, no waiting, and everything is faster and more convenient. If you're looking for a simple and quick method, this can be a great option for you. What's even better is that these methods are not only effective for mung beans, but you can also use them to cook other types of beans, like black beans, red beans, peas, or other legumes. By helping break down the structure of the beans before cooking, they significantly reduce cooking time while still keeping the beans soft and evenly cooked just the way you like. And those are 2 simple ways to cook mung beans soft and fluffy in just 5 minutes. Whether you choose the freezing method or the salt method, both help you save time, use less energy, and still deliver delicious and tender results every time. I hope these tips will make your time in the kitchen feel easier and more enjoyable. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support me in creating more useful kitchen videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.